welcome back to Detroit, Mark.
All right, well, thank you, Cornetta. The last time I was here was 2016. They were rejuvenating the city. They've done a great job. I happen to love the brick. It is beautiful, house to house. I mean, I'm speechless, really. But I know you're involved in a great little project yourself.
That's right, yeah. So I'm a part of the Michigan Central team, and we just fully restored the historic train station. And, you know, as a kid growing up, I grew up right up the street from it. And I thought to myself, I wish the adults would fix this place up. And now to be an adult and be a part of the team that's bringing it back to life, it feels like a full circle moment.
It's great. Well, I love it, but that's not what you wrote me about. I think you wrote me about the shed.
That is correct.
Yes.
So we purchased this house in 2020.
Great.
And it didn't have a garage. And we have so many things to store, and having you here today to help us build out a shed, I'm really excited about it.
All right, well, I can't wait. Why don't we go out back and check the site out?
Let's do it.
All right. Before the shed can be installed, Cornetta and I are going to build the base where it'll sit. She's already done some prep work by having the space cleaned out.
Here we are, Mark.
All right, great space.
And as you can see, look at all these tools.
Okay, they need a home.
They need a home.
All right, and Cornetta, I'm looking at the space, I think, right?
Yes. And so we're going to build an 8x6 shed right here.
Okay, so for an 8x6 shed, we're going to do what we call an over dig. That's just going to be for the gravel base. So we're going to go a foot that way, foot this way, foot that way, and a foot in the back. That way we'll have our coverage. The only other question that we would have is offsets.
So we have a 5 foot.
5 foot. Okay, so this one from the neighbor's yard, that's 5 feet, which is the distance required between a structure and the property line. And this is actually a great project for a homeowner. I mean, by the time we get done, you're probably going to end up saving maybe $1,000. So.
That's amazing. I love to hear that.
Yeah. And the only other thing is, I'm looking at a lot of work. I think we can handle it, but if you had an extra set of hands around.
Oh, of course I do.
Okay.
My husband is here who can help, and I might actually just sit on the back porch and sip lemonade and watch you all work.
Well, I can't blame you for that, but it is a lot of work, so why don't we get at it?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.
And so this is my husband, Brent.
Hey, Mark.
Brent, that's our guy.
Hey.
All right.
Good to meet you.
You too. So why don't we choose our weapons?
Okay.
I know we're going to need spade shovels, so
Okay,
let's
spade.
get that. Nice iron rake over there, so let's grab that.
Yep.
And let's get in the hole.
Awesome.
All right, so as you guys can see, when they took the concrete out, they took us down to almost the level that we're looking for.
Happy accident.
Happy accident, exactly. So the number that we're looking for is about 4 to 6 inches. You can see we already have that here, or at least the 4. And what do you have over there, Brent? Oh boy.
Yeah, what's that there, Mark?
Okay, that's a little bit of concrete, but no big deal.
Okay.
We'll take that with us. You can get going on that.
Okay.
Cornetta, you can start digging. I'm gonna go grab a sledgehammer for that.
Okay.
And we'll figure out where we're gonna dump it after.
All right, sounds good.
Now grab the wheelbarrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Little pieces now.
This is a good team we got right here.
Yeah. The next step we're going to do is put fabric paper down. The reason for that is because we want a barrier between the soil and the gravel. It's going to help with weed control, and it's also going to help us, when we're done, just tighten everything up. So looking good. The next step is to get our frame and put that in place.
All right. Are all 4 of these the same size?
They're not, so don't forget we made it a little bit longer than the shed, so you guys have the 9-footer that wants to go exactly like that.
Down.
Down. The short one is the 7-footer. That's going to go right along this edge. Yep, just like that. And that. We'll drop this one. right there.
So Mark, what's the frame for?
So the frame is actually the meat and potatoes of our base. We're gonna put this thing together. We're gonna make sure it's square because they are putting the shed on top of it. Now we leveled it, as you can look at that, Brent.
Yep, we're level.
Nice level. And now it's time to add the gravel. This is your edge.
Yep.
That's my edge.
Oh, okay.
And then we shimmy.
Put a little weight on it.
Yep, put a little weight. See what we're doing?
Yep.
See what we're leaving?
Yep, I see it now.
Yep. There you go, just like that. Okay, yep, go ahead with that. So we're nice and packed.
Yep.
We might even use some water when we're done here.
Okay. Adding water to it, what's the purpose?
It's just gonna help the compaction. We're gonna hit it one more time and you'll see it sink down a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a fine rake on it.
Wow, this is amazing. We started off with nothing and now we have a whole base.
Okay, so the hard work is done for us, but I just heard the shed truck pull up.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch them do the hard work now.
There we go.
Right.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Now it's time to assemble the shed. First, the steel base for the floor is placed. This kit comes with prefabricated sides. Then it's just adding the roof and front door, and it's ready to go. All right, well, what do you think?
Oh, so tall.
Yeah, yeah,
my
so it was a
God.
quick day.
Yeah.
Quick day, everything luckily went as planned. So, Cornetta, she shed?
She shed all day. You thought this was for storage.
It
no,
is.
No.
No?
That's my she shed.
Okay.
All right, well, I do have a little bit of homework for you guys. So maybe just mulch the area around the shed.
No
That ought
problem.
to dress it up enough.
Yeah.
And other than that, start loading it up.
Thank
Mark,
you.
you've been an
All right.
incredible help. And
Okay.
So thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah.
And we just really enjoyed working with you.
Okay, my pleasure, and thank you for saying so, but it was a great project for me too, so had a lot of fun.
Coach of the year.
Yeah, all right, well, thank you. See you later.
See you later.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.